Good afternoon. All right, let's jump right into it again. This is the second part 2 of our video on leadership characteristics. As you know, we defined what leadership, there's 3 main components of leadership, and that is knowledge, confidence, and empathy. The last video we did was on knowledge, and it's probably going to be the longest video. There was a lot going on. Today we're going to talk about confidence, and when I post this video, I will post the first video in the comments if I can do that, just so you guys can have kind of a reference point and a backlog of kind of what we're doing here. So again, I just like to say that the reason we're doing these videos, or the reason I'm doing these videos, is to help you voters, you younger tribal members, you younger people out there who are coming of age to come and vote for your leadership. You have a better understanding of what that word means and how you can use these definitions to judge the characteristics of the people who are trying to get your vote. Now, like I said before, everyone throws up leadership as one of their attributes, as one of their strong points, but I don't think they really understand what that means, and I know that a lot of you younger folks don't understand what that means. So all I'm doing is breaking this down based off of an article I wrote a few years ago, kind of help you guys better understand. So today we're going to talk about confidence. Now, confidence is huge. The reason why a leader needs confidence is because that person who's making these decisions needs to know that they believe in themselves enough that they can fully back and fully understand the decisions that they're making. Now, that's not to say that they're going to be 100%. There's a lot of decisions that I've made that have worked out, have worked out really well for the tribe and for my current circumstances, for my current company. But when I make those decisions, I always have this self-doubt inside me that says, did I do this right? Did I make the right decision? Did I think properly about it? But your leaders always have to have that confidence in themselves to be able to make hard decisions. And a lot of this stuff, especially on a legislative body like tribal council or whatever it is you're looking to vote for, those people need to have super confidence in themselves in order to make those decisions, so they can dedicate a strong yes or no to it. And that's why confidence is important here. Now, what is confidence? This is a term that I've defined in my own way, based off of my own experiences and based off of how I feel confident in myself. So those of you who know me well know that I am a super confident person, but that has taken me a while to get up to that point. And so this is kind of what led me to come up with my own definition of this term. So here it is. Confidence is born of successful time. Confidence is born of successful time. You cannot be confident in anything until you spent time being successful at doing something. Now, here's where this can get a little confusing. Just because somebody is confident about something doesn't mean that they've been successful at it, or it could be that they've been successful at the wrong aspect of it. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples. Criminals, all right, are confident that they're not going to get caught. The reason why they're confident that they're not going to get caught breaking the law is because they've broken the law so many times over the years. They know how to play the system. They know what turns to take to get away from the cops. They know this and that. They know everything. They've built up successful time doing bad things and breaking the law all the time, that they are confident that they're not going to get caught. They're confident because they've been successful over time. Like I said, confidence is born of successful time. Now, that is the wrong kind of confidence, okay? Because if you put a person like that into an environment where they have to work really hard and set some goals and impress people higher up than them, they're not going to be very successful because they're not confident in there, because they have had no successful time in that position. Me, whenever, I'm just going to use my prior work experience as an example here. Any job site that I walk onto, I am absolutely confident, supremely confident, that I can do any task that's set to me at any time, anywhere in the world. I totally and truly believe that. The reason why I believe that is because over time I have done some really crazy and amazing and cool stuff, and I've always been successful at it. I've always been able to take a task on a job site that has been given to me and figure out a way to make it the absolute best that I can, and that gives me confidence for my next task. So in order for somebody to be confident in something, they have to have success over time in that environment. So this is where you need to look at those people who are trying to garner your votes. This is where you need to be a little suspect on some candidates and ask them, why are you so confident that you can do this? What makes you so confident? Where have you been successful doing a job like this, performing a service like this? Okay? Just being in a supervisory role gives absolute zero credibility to somebody to be able to be, number one, a good leader, and number two, in charge of our future generations' possibilities within the tribe or with whatever it is you're voting for. Okay? Just being a supervisor doesn't mean that somebody is a good leader. Remember that bullet point, leader. That's why we're talking about this. So we talked about knowledge yesterday. Understand what all goes into that. Ask them questions about that. Then ask them questions about their confidence. Why are you so confident? Ask them why that they feel that they are the ones who are going to be the right choice for you to make. And you can figure that out if you ask them where they have been successful over time in areas like this. Remember, you can be confident at something, but it may not necessarily be the right thing for what you're trying to do, okay? Just because I am supremely confident on a job site anywhere in the world, knowing that I can do anything that's asked of me, that confidence gives me self-confidence to be able to try new things. Like I said, learn new things, knowledge, right? The ability to process new information. But if I'm asked to go and do accounting for a company for a year's worth of audits, whatever, I have zero confidence doing that. I have the confidence in my ability to process new information and to learn the process, but there's no way I'm going to be able to have this audit, this financials done for an accounting of a company because I have no experience with it and I have no success over time to be confident in that ability. So as it regards to a council member or leadership position, if they throw that word out at you, ask them, why are you confident that you can be this person? Why are you confident that you can run this better than the last person? What has made you successful over time doing something like this? Okay? Running the tribe is a huge responsibility. Okay? Like we said before, there's a lot of things you have to navigate in that world. Not only tribal dynamics, community dynamics, there are intergovernmental dynamics with municipalities. Like when we're taking my res, for example, Southern you have to deal with Ignacio, you have to deal with Bayfield, you have to deal with Durango, you have to deal with Pagosa Springs, then you have to deal with county governments, La Plata County, Archuleta County. Then you have to deal with the state government and all the problems that come associated with that and intergovernmental relationships and treaty rights. And then the number one big one, the United States government, the BIA. We have to deal with all of those things all at the same time, okay? And you have to understand all of those dynamics, how law applies, how treaty rights apply, how do we keep our sovereign status as a native nation. And then we have to deal with other tribes. We have to kind of involve them in the process. We have to reach out and help each other and do all of these things. What makes the candidate wanting your vote confident that they can navigate all that stuff without successful time doing similar things? Okay? You can't just walk in there and make a big deal and make something amazing happen. You have to have some type of basis, some foundation that has carried you here, whether that's working just inside the tribe, whether that's being mentored by the legal department of the tribe, whether that's working for a state office, whatever. If you have some type of of doorway that can get you in there, that can say, I've seen this, I've done it, I understand how this process works. Let's hit the ball running, okay? That's what we need to pay attention to when I talk about confidence. So remember, the confidence is the second key aspect of leadership. Knowledge, we talked about before, and confidence. But confidence comes from success over time. Always remember that success over time is what breeds confidence. And if our candidates don't have success over time in a certain area, they are not a good candidate for a leadership position such as this. So they're saying that they have leadership experience. They're promising the world to you. Start asking them these questions. Ask them about their knowledge. Ask them about their confidence. Ask them about their successes over time. I think that's it for this video. I told you it was going to be kind of short and sweet. As always, keep the comments below nice. No finger pointing, no name calling, no this and that and this and that. Regardless of your relationship with me, I will delete those comments. This is for educational purposes only. And good luck to the girls track team up in state. We're representing you. Go Bobcats.